How do the classes of levers work in simple machines? Imagine trying to lift a heavy box with a stick or open a door. These everyday actions are made easier by a simple tool called a lever. Levers are one of the oldest and most useful simple machines. They help us move or lift things with less effort. But how do they do that? The secret lies in how the different parts of a lever are arranged. A lever is basically a stiff bar that pivots around a fixed point called the fulcrum. When you push down or pull on one end, the lever turns around the fulcrum and moves the load on the other side. The magic of levers is how they change the amount of force needed to do work. Depending on where the effort, load, and fulcrum are placed, levers are divided into 3 classes. Each class works differently to make tasks easier. In the first class of levers, the fulcrum is in the middle, with the effort on one side and the load on the other. Think of a seesaw or a pair of scissors. When you push down on one side, the other side lifts. Moving the fulcrum closer to the load makes it easier to lift heavy objects because it increases the force applied to the load. This setup is great for changing the direction of force. The second class of levers has the load in the middle, with the fulcrum at one end and the effort at the other. A good example is a wheelbarrow. The wheel acts as the fulcrum, the load is in the barrow, and you push at the handles. This arrangement makes lifting heavy loads easier because you use less effort to move a heavier weight. Nutcrackers and bottle openers are also second-class levers. They multiply force by placing the load between the effort and the fulcrum. In the third class of levers, the effort is in the middle, between the load and the fulcrum. Think of a broom or a fishing rod. When you swing or pull, the effort is applied between the load and the pivot point. This type doesn't increase force but makes the load move faster and farther. Human arms work as third-class levers, with the elbow as the fulcrum, muscles applying effort in the middle, and the load in the hand. All 3 classes of levers help us do work more easily by trading off force and distance. They let us lift heavier objects, change the direction of force, or move things faster. This simple idea has been around for thousands of years and is still used in tools, machines, and even our bodies. Understanding how these classes work shows how clever simple machines are at making everyday tasks easier and more efficient.